Hey, how you doing? Brian here with Interactive Garage. I'm going to do a really quick overview of the products and vehicle that are ready for Q4, or I should say going into Q4, what we did last quarter. But first and foremost, I want to start with, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of the customers like yourself using Interactive Garage. Get into your admin and enable all the vehicles that you want shown, because anytime we add a new vehicle, it is not automatically enabled. We don't assume that you want anything. Now, there is a nice, really cool area in the admin that you can go in and say, anytime we add a Ford vehicle, a Chevy vehicle, a Jeep, what have you, anytime those are added, automatically enable them on on your program. So there is a way that you don't have to go in and enable every time we add a vehicle, but you have to do that. You have to tell us or tell the admin that you want to do that, because going over a couple admins with some of you lately, it's one customer, we had literally like 20, 25 vehicles not enabled. And on top of that, the manufacturers are, our vendor partners and their products. I mean, there was over, 5,000 SKUs from the various manufacturers not enabled. And the customer was wondering, why we hadn't done any updates and why, vehicles didn't go up to 2023 or even now going to 2024, and why they weren't seeing a lot of products on the vehicles. Well, you have to go in and enable these manufacturers and their products. So in the admin, if you see an X next to that manufacturer and there's X products of X products, or, let's just say for an example, 100 products of 250 products, and there's an X, that means only 100 of the 250 are enabled or showing on your program. So first and foremost, that is very important to do. That'll make sure that you are seeing everything that we have available on Interactive Garage. Okay, new vehicle is the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, the four-door. We're working on the two-door and the Gladiator next. Minor little changes on those vehicles. The Jeep did a new grille and some interior stuff that doesn't really apply to a lot of the products that we have. The same floor mats still work, same cup holders, all that stuff. From what we're seeing is, the running boards, the bumpers and everything are the same. It's just that grill insert that they did. We added a couple new trims, the 392s on there. So again, that is the only vehicle, but that's only because we've been working on the back end. We're working on all the new 24 stuff. We're rolling over anything that's for the 23 that they did. The manufacturers might have just called over to 24. So we're doing that. Some of those are minor changes. The Ford F-150, we just released the 23 F-150 last quarter, and then they come out with the 24, and it's just minor changes again, at least for the accessory side. There was a headlight, a grille, and a bumper change. So we have to redo all the aesthetics and appearance products of those, cancel out anything that might be like a grill insert, or, if it's a mirror cover or what have you, that might have changed on between 23 and 24. So we're doing a lot of that right now, a lot of that 23 to 24 changeover, just because this is the time of year that all the OEMs do that. Rolling into the new year, you're seeing 24 stuff about 3 to 5 months before. So a lot of that's getting done. That's why only, one new vehicle is being recorded. But at the same time, we're working on about 10 vehicles in production right now. Ton of new products. They're all on this list as far as that new product announcements going out. Coast to coast, we added like, 600 lines of new products from them. So, mirror covers, tailgate covers, body side molding, grills, their imposter wheel series of wheel covers, just a ton of stuff from them. I'm just looking over here, decked DZ, 281 new products from DZ, or not products, but, line items, steel ladder rack, bumper step, bumper rails, two new steps, a 3-inch round and 4-inch oval, and then a truck bed mat on all the trucks. We did some new stuff from EGR for the Tundra, that vehicle that we introduced a quarter or two ago. Those are now starting to get products coming to them, the Tundra, the Sequoia, even, some of the 2500 and 3500 Chevy and Ford products. So a lot of new stuff is flowing through. If you're a Ford dealer, a lot of new Ford accessory products, especially on the interior side, from floor mats and cup holders and battery charging devices and just a lot of the universal type stuff that goes on every Ford vehicle. If you're a Ford dealer, super psyched on that because there's a lot of products coming on top of the ones that we just did. Go Rhino, some new steps for the Sequoia, some hitch steps across all the vehicles. The Broncos, the two and the four door, a lot of new products from various manufacturers like Havoc Off-Road, Husky liners, Fab Fours. We've got their grumper up, we've got the fenders up, we've got the doors up. You can make a pretty cool Fab Four Broncoed out vehicle, so that's kind of cool. NFAB, the new HVM Bull Bar, JKS, kind of left that brand alone for a little bit, and now we're fully charging forward on the NFAB side, or I'm sorry, on the JKS side, 125 new products, mainly suspension systems for the JK and JLs. So a lot of new stuff from them. Make sure you go and enable those products. Oracle lighting, some Bronco and JL flush mounted taillights, ton of stuff from Rough Country, fill-in products on current vehicles as well as new products. Just go over them real quick. Power running board, HD2 boards, AL2 boards, lift kits, floor mats, Safari bar kit on the Bronco, and rock sliders on the Bronco and a couple other vehicles. Rugged Ridge has a new set of flares for the JL, or is it the JL or JK? Sorry, I can't remember exactly which one, but really new, cool front flares for that vehicle. Superlift, any of the new product announcements that all of you have dealers with Superlift, those are now all updated and ready to go on Interactive Garage. Same thing with like WeatherTech. WeatherTech sends out a new product announcement of all the new products that fit on the vehicles. So, they had some new Grand Cherokee stuff, new Silverado hood protector, new, excuse me, Tundra hood protector. So beyond that, again, just get into your admin, enable those vehicles, enable those manufacturers that you want their products shown, and all the cool stuff. That miscellaneous options tab that's got, you can change the colors of the buttons, you can change that build your dream vehicle, which was the only default kind of saying that we had for many years. So now there's four different options. There's just the parts packages. I know I hound on that every time we do one of these. We spend a lot of time uh, building that parts packages piece. So go into your admin, build a parts package. And then finally, email build was one of the first things we did for customers to kind of, get them to go on, build up a vehicle, and then let you know what they're interested in. The save vehicle build is that next, it's the new wave of the email build because the customer can actually go back in and modify their vehicle. So, just keep pushing it, keep getting out there and using social media to promote your interactive garage, both in at your location, if you have a brick and mortar location, as well as on your website. And if there's anything we can do from you between now and then, have a great fourth quarter.